Independent films don't get much recognition compared to the mainstream animated films and studios, but there are some that do have a fan base. There's French animator Sylvain Chomet with his films The Old Lady and the Pigeons, and his Oscar-nominated films The Triplets of Belleville and The Illusionist. As for studios, the only company that does have a fan base that's not Studio Ghibli is Cartoon Saloon from Ireland, which they made their Oscar-nominated films The Secret of Kells and Song of the Sea, which were both directed by Tom Moore. But now here's the company's third animated feature, and has three significant things. One is their first film directed by a woman. Two, it's a dramatic film instead of a fantasy film like the two previous films. And three, Angelina Jolie, yes, that Angelina Jolie, is an executive producer of this film. And that is The Breadwinner. This dramatic indie movie is directed by Nora Twomey, and it's based on the 2000s children's novel by Deborah Ellis. It's about a 12-year-old girl named Pravana, as she and her family are dealing with the Taliban group in their country of Afghanistan, on following strict rules by the group, especially for the women, since they can't be outside of their home except without a male adult. After when her father got arrested, she cross-dresses herself as a boy to help out her mother, her older sister, and her baby brother, so they can be safe with food and hope her father would get out of prison before the war in Afghanistan between the Islamic group and the other countries. It's very ironic that all three genres that I'm reviewing for this little series had at least one film from the Middle East dealing with serious issues. Last Men in Aleppo is during the attacks in Syria, the insult of the two different cultures fighting against each other in court, and now The Breadwinner is dealing with a family that's in danger, and this is a good film on how it adapts the book to the big screen. This is both credited to the directing by Nora and the writing done by Anita Doran and the original author Deborah Ellis. And the animation here is phenomenal. One of the best use of hand-drawn animation, especially in how good it looks from its layout shots. Even the designs of the characters look real civilians, and is it just me, or the characters look like they're made in computer animation, mainly from the close-up shots. And the story scenes where Pravana tells her story, it feels like cut-out stop motion. You know, the ones from the Terry Gilliam cartoons and Monty Python's Flying Circus and South Park, but more advanced than Mighty Python and more cleaner than South Park. However, as much the movie is good, it does give me Mulan vibes. Think about it. If you take out the side characters that are not human and the musical numbers, you got a girl whose father is injured, lives in a country with strict rules, with a war that's about to come, and cross-dressing herself as a man. I don't blame the crew here, but I still take points off since the original novel was published in 2000, so I can see a lot of comparisons here. In terms of the characters, only the main one, Pravana, is the most memorable one. All the other characters, like her friend and family, are not that memorable. I can see that a lot of fans would say it's not as strong as compared to the studio's previous films, but still one of the legit good animated films this past year, compared to a lot of the other films that were not memorable. Definitely fans of the independent genre of animated films should watch this, and Definitely fans of the independent genre of animation should watch this, and I already know fans of Cartoon Saloon had already seen this. Man, I should watch their other two films they made. But we conclude tomorrow as we look into the winning animated feature.